The Rigveda 7.60, Mitra, Varuna, 12 verses. When thou, O sun, this day arising sinless, shalt speak the truth to Varuna and Mitra, O Aditya, may all the deities love us, and thou, O Aryaman, while we are singing. Looking on man, O Varuna and Mitra, this sun ascendeth up by both the pathways, guardian of all things fixed, of all that moveth, beholding good and evil acts of mortals. He from their home hath yoked the 7 gold coursers, who dropping oil and fatness carry Surya, yours, Varuna and Mitra. He surveyeth the worlds and living creatures like a herdsman. Your coursers, rich in store of sweets, have mounted to the bright ocean. Surya hath ascended, for whom the Adityas make his pathway ready. Aryaman, Mitra, Varuna, accordant. For these even Aryaman, Varuna, and Mitra are the chastisers of all guile and falsehood. These Aditya's sons, infallible and mighty, have waxen in the home of law eternal. These Mitra, Varuna, whom none deceiveth, with great power quicken even the fool to wisdom, and awakening, moreover, thoughtful insight, lead it by easy paths o'er grief and trouble. They, ever vigilant, with eyes that close not, caring for heaven and earth, lead on the thoughtless. Even in the river's bed there is a shallow. Across this broad expanse may they conduct us, when Aditya and Varuna and Mitra, like guardians, give Sudas their friendly shelter, granting him sons in lineal succession. Let us not, bold ones, move the gods to anger. May he with offerings purify the altar from any stains of Varuna's reviler. Aryaman, save us all, those who hate us. Give room and freedom to Sudas, ye mighty. Hid from our eyes is their resplendent meeting. By their mysterious might they hold dominion. Heroes, we cry, trembling in fear before you. Even in the greatness of your power, have mercy. He who wins favor for his prayer by worship, that he may gain him strength and highest riches. That good man's mind the mighty ones will follow. They have brought comfort to his spacious dwelling. This priestly task, gods Varuna and Mitra, hath been performed for you at sacrifices. Convey us safely over every peril. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And the forces of nature are perfect. The light beings are all on the same side, so if you've really got one on your side, then you're going to get the rest on one side. But that level, of course, is done by living a balanced life of good. Hymn 7.61, Mitra, Varuna, 7 verses. O Varuna and Mitra, Surya spreading the beauteous light of you twain, gods, ariseth. He who beholdeth all existing creatures observeth well the zeal that is in mortals. The holy sage, renowned afar, directeth his hymns to you, O Varuna and Mitra. He whose devotions sapient gods ye favor, so that ye fill as 'twere with power his autumns. From the wide earth, O Varuna and Mitra, from the great lofty heaven, ye bounteous givers, have in the fields and houses set your warder, who visit every spot and watch unceasing. I praise the strength of Varuna and Mitra, that strength by mightiness keeps both worlds asunder. Hearless pass the months of the ungodly. He who loves sacrifice makes his home enduring. Steers all infallible are these your people, in whom no wondrous thing is seen, no worship. Guile follows close the man who are untruthful. No secrets may be hidden from your knowledge. I will exalt your sacrifice with homage. As priest, I, Mitra Varuna, invoke you. May these new hymns and prayers that I have fashioned delight you to the profit of the singer. This priestly task, gods Varuna and Mitra, hath been performed for you at sacrifices. Convey us safely over every peril. preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And not just in regards to how we worship, well, but that we worship in a way that's our regular life too. And even if we don't worship the entities that are on that side of those qualities, you could say, well, they are pleased with it. Hymn 7.62, Mitra, Varuna, 6 verses. Surya hath sent aloft his beams of splendor o'er all the tribes of men in countless places. Together with the heaven he shines apparent, formed by his makers, well with power and wisdom. So hast thou mounted up before us, Surya. Through these our praises, with fleet, dappled horses, declare us free from all offense to Mitra and Varuna, and Aryaman and Agni. May holy Agni, Varuna, and Mitra send down their riches upon us in thousands. May they, the bright ones, make our praise song perfect, and when we laud them, grant us all our wishes. O undivided heaven and earth, preserve us, lofty ones, your nobly born descendants. Let us not anger Varuna, nor Vayu, nor him, the dearest friend of mortals, Mitra. Stretch forth your arms, and let our lives be lengthened. With fatness, do the pastures of our cattle. Ye youthful, make us famed among the people. Hear, Mitra Varuna, these mine invocations. Now, Mitra Varuna, Aryaman, vouchsafe us freedom and room for us and for our children. May we find paths all fair and good to travel. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And sure, we can have a path, but more of that path or different paths may be better upon those same things. And I don't mean changing religions or something per se, but hymn 763, Mitra Varuna, 6 verses. Common to all mankind, auspicious Surya, he who beholdeth all is mounting upward. The god, the eye of Varuna and Mitra, who rolled up darkness like a piece of leather, Surya's great ensign, restless as the billow that urgeth men to action, is advancing. Onward he still would roll the wheel well rounded, which Atasa harnessed to the car-pole moveth. Refulgent from the bosom of the mornings, he in whom singers take delight ascendeth. This Savitar God is my chief joy and pleasure, who breaketh not the universal statute. Golden, far seen from the heaven, he riseth. Far is his goal, he hasteth on resplendent. Men verily, inspirited by Surya, speed to their aims, and do the work assigned them. Where the immortals have prepared his pathway, he flieth through the region like a falcon, with homage and oblations. We will serve you, O Mitra Varuna, when the sun hath risen. Now Mitra Varuna, Aryaman, vouchsafe us freedom and room, for us and for our children. May we find paths all fair and good to travel. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And our goals, our consciousness will decide what paths those are. Not just our decision, but what the other entities can see is something this person can handle or this person will do well in their cause with. Hymn 764, Mitra Varuna, 5 verses. Ye twain who rule in heaven and earth, the region clothed be your clouds in robes of oil and fatness. May the imperial Varuna and Mitra and highborn Aryaman accept our presents. Kings, guards of mighty everlasting order, come hitherward, ye princes, lords of rivers, send us from heaven, O Varuna and Mitra, rain in sweet food. Ye who pour down your bounties, may the dear God and Varuna and Mitra conduct us by the most effective pathways, that foes may say unto Sudas, our chieftain. May we, too, joy in food with gods to guard us. him who hath wrought for you this car and spirit, who makes this song rise upward and sustains it. Bedew with fatness, Varuna and Mitra, ye kings, make glad the pleasant dwelling places. To you this laud, O Varuna and Mitra, is offered like bright summer juice to value. Favor our songs of praise. Wake, thought and spirit, preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And so, when things are being accomplished, we still ask that they be made easier upon us. Hymn 765, Mitra, Varuna, 5 verses. With hymns I call you when the sun hath risen, Mitra and Varuna, whose thoughts are holy, whose power divine, supreme, everlasting, comes with good heed at each man's supplication, for they are asuras of gods. The friendly make both of you our lands exceeding fruitful. May we obtain you, Varuna and Mitra, wherever heaven and earth and days may bless us. Bonds of the sinner, they bear many nooses. The wicked mortal hardly may escape them. Varuna, Mitra, may your path of order bear us o'er trouble as a boat o'er waters. Come, taste our offering, Varuna and Mitra. Bedew our pasture with sweet food and fatness. Pour down in plenty here upon the people of the choicest of your fair celestial water. To you this laud, O Varuna and Mitra, is offered, like bright summer juice to value. Favor our songs of praise. Wake thought and spirit, preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And we just don't want food and drink or all that stuff. We want a particular quality of it. Hymn 766, Mitra, Varuna, 19 verses. Let our strong hymn of praise go forth, the laud of Mitra, Varuna, with homage to that high-born pair, the two exceeding wise, sons of Daksha, whom the gods ordained for lordship exceeding excellently great. Such guardians of our homes and us, O Mitra, Varuna, fulfill the thoughts of those who sing your praise. So when the sun hath risen today, may sinless Mitra, Aryaman, Bhaga, and Savitar send us forth. May this our home be guarded well forward, ye bounteous on the way, who bear us safely our distress, and those self-reigning Aditya, whose statute is inviolate. The kings who rule a vast dominion, a vast domain, soon as the sun hath risen to you, O Mitra, Varuna, I sing, and Aryaman, who slays the foe. With wealth of gold may this my song bring unmolested power and might, and Brahmans gain the sacrifice. May we be thine, God Varuna, and with our princes Mitra thine, food and heaven's light will we obtain. Many are they who strengthen law, sun-eyed with Agni for their tongue, they who direct the 3 great gatherings with their thoughts, yea, all things with surpassing might, they who have established year and month, and the day, night, sacrifice, and holy verse, Varuna, Mitra, Aryaman, the kings have one dominion which none else may gain. So at the rising of the sun we think of you with hymns today, even as Varuna, Mitra, Aryaman deserve. Ye are the charioteers of law, true to law, born in law, the strengtheners of law, terrible, haters of the false, in their felicity which gives the best defense. May we men and our princes dwell, uprises on the slope of heaven, that marvel that attracts thy sight, as swift celestial Atasa bears it away, prepared for every eye to see, Lord of each single head of fixed and moving things. Equally through the whole expanse, the 7 sister bays bear Surya on his car and bring us to wealth and happiness. 100 autumns may we see that bright-eyed God ordained arise. 100 autumns may we live, infallible through your wisdom. Come hither, resplendent Varuna and Mitra, to the Soma trot. Come, as the laws of heaven ordain, Varuna, Mitra, void of guile, press near and drink the Soma juice. Come, Mitra, Varuna, accept, heroes, our sacrificial gift. Drink, Soma, ye who strengthen law. And 19 can be thought of as a number like safe from fire, right? But the light beings follow the celestial law, so they can't break it, and so there's something commanding the light beings. Hymn 767, Asthvins, 10 verses. I, with A holy heart that brings oblation will sing forth praise to meet your car, ye princes, which much desired hath wakened as your envoy. I call you hither as a son of his parents. Brightly hath Agna shone by us, enkindled the limits even of darkness were apparent. Eastward is seen the banner of the morning, the banner born to give heaven's daughter glory. With hymns, the deft priest is about you. Athens, the eloquent priest, attends you now. Nasatyas, come by the paths that ye are wont to travel. On car that finds the light, laden with treasure, when suppliant for your help, lovers of sweetness, I seeking wealth call you to our libation. Hitherward, let your vigorous horses bear you. Drink ye with us the well-pressed soma juices. Bring forward Athens, gods to its fulfillment. May never wearied prayer that asks for witches vouchsafe us all high spirit in the combat, and with your powers, O lords of power, assist us, favor us in these prayers of ours, O Athens. May we have genial vigor, ne'er to fail us. So may we, strong in children and descendants, go wealthy to the banquet that awaits you. Lovers of sweetness, we have brought this treasure to you as 'twere an envoy sent for friendship. Come unto us with spirits free from anger in homes of men, enjoying our oblation. With one the same intention, ye swift movers, o'er the 7 rivers hath your chariot travelled. Yoked by the gods, your strong steeds never weary while speeding forward. At the pole they bear you. Exhaustless be your bounty. To our princes, who with their wealth incite the gift of riches, who further friendship with their noble natures, combining wealth and kind with wealth and horses. Now hear, O youthful twain, mine invocation. Come, Athens, to the home where food aboundeth. Vouchsafe us wealth, do honor to our nobles, preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. Now, our blessing increases when we use our blessing as a blessing and involve the intention. People talk about, oh, how they do a ritual and it's draining and all this. Like, yeah, sure, it uses energy and all that, and maybe you can go to sleep afterwards, but that really shouldn't be your effect. Hymn 768, Athens, 9 verses. Come, radiant Athens, with your noble horses, accept your servants' hymns, ye wonder workers. Enjoy oblations, which we bring to greet you. The gladdening juices stand prepared for you, before you. Come quickly and partake of mine oblation. Pass by the calling of our foe and bear us. Your chariot with 100 aids, O Athens, beareth you swift as thought across the regions, speeding to us, O ye whose wealth is Syria. What time is this stone of yours, the gods' adorer, upraised, sounds forth for you as some oppressor. Let the priest bring you, fair ones, through oblations. The nourishment ye have is truly wondrous. Ye gave thereof a quickening store to Atra, who being dear to you receives your favor. That gift which all may gain ye gave Javana when he grew old, who offered you oblations, when ye bestowed on him enduring beauty. What time his wicked friends abandoned pillaged you, O Athens, in the middle of the ocean. Your horse delivered him, your faithful servant. Ye lent your aid to Vrika when exhausted, and listened when invoked to Sayu's calling. Ye made the cow pour forth her milk like water, and Athens strengthened too, with your strength the barren. With his fair hymns this singer too extols you, waking with glad thoughts at the break of morning. May the cow nourish him with milk to feed him. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And humanity can fail us. The means that we think will accomplish or prevent something can fail us, but then can come in beyond what we can think of. Hymn 769, Athens, 8 verses. May your gold chariot, drawn by vigorous horses, come to us, blocking up the earth and heaven, bright with its fellies, while its way drops fatness. Food laden, rich in coursers, man's protector. Let it approach, yoked by the well, three-seated, extending far and wide, are fivefold beings, where on ye visit God-adoring graces, bending your course whither ye will, O Aspens, renowned with noble horses, come ye hither. Drink, wondrous pair, the cup that holds sweet juices. Your car whereon your spouse is wont to travel marks with its track the farthest ends of heaven. When night was turning to the grey of morning, the maiden, Sirius' daughter, chose your splendor. When with your power and might ye aid the pious, comes through heat to life by your assistance. O chariot born, this car of yours invested with rays of light comes harnessed to our sacrifice. Bring peace and blessing. Like the wild cattle thirsty for the lightning, heroes come nigh this day to our libations. Men call on you with hymns in many places, but let not other worshippers detain you. Would you, abandoned in the midst of ocean, ye raised from out the water with your horses, uninjured, winged, flagging not, undaunted with deeds of wonder saving him, O Aspens, now hear, O youthful twain, mine invocation come, Aspens, to the home where food aboundeth, vouchsafe us wealth, do honor to our nobles, preserve us evermore, ye gods with blessings. And blessings don't always have peace, but that can be thought of as something separate. I mean, hopefully we want them together, right? But is there more meaning to peace? Is it kind of like the Semitic word for peace? That it's like wholeness and stuff too? In 770, Aspens, 7 verses, well, the Shema, the ancient Egyptian word for it, has that too. Rich in all blessings, Aspens, come ye hither. This place on earth is called your own possession. Like a strong horse with a fair back it standeth, whereon as in a lap ye seat ye firmly. This most delightful eulogy awaits you in the man's house. Drink offering hath been heated, which bringeth you over the seas and rivers, yoking as 'twere 2 well-matched shining horses. Whatever dwellings ye possess, O Aspens, in fields of men or in the streams of heaven, resting upon the summit of the mountain, are bringing food to him who gives oblation. Delighting yourselves, ye gods, in plants and waters, when riches give them, and ye find they suit you, enriching us with treasures in abundance. Ye have looked back to former generations, Aspens, though ye have heard them oft aforetime. Regard that many prayers which riches offer come to the man even as his heart desireth. May we enjoy your most delightful favor. Come to the sacrifice offered you, Nasatius, with men, oblations, and prayer duly uttered. Come to Vashishta as his heart desireth, for unto you these holy hymns are chanted. This is the thought, this is the song, O Aspens. Accept this hymn of ours, ye steers with favor. May these our prayers addressed to you come nigh you. Preserve us evermore, ye gods with blessings. And that transubstantiation thing is deeper than what we hear in church. And, of course, more varied in the spiritual side taking part in the physical thing, but that spiritual presence, oh sure, God's omnipresent, but there is a difference in the presencing when somebody is active in that process. Hymn 771, Aspens, 6 verses. The night retireth from the dawn her sister, the dark one yieldeth to the red her pathway. Let us invoke you, rich in steeds and cattle, by day and night keep far from us the arrow. Bearing rich treasure in your car, O Aspens, come to the mortal who presents oblation. Keep at a distance penury and sickness. Lovers of sweetness, day and night preserve us. May your strong horses, seeking bliss, bring hither your chariot at the earliest flush of morning. With coursers, yoked by law, drive hither, Aspens, your car, whose reins are light, laden with treasure. The chariot, princes, that conveys you, moving at daylight, triple-seated, fraught with riches, even with this coming unto us. Nasatyas, that laden with all food, it may approach us. Ye freed Shavana from old age and weakness. Ye brought the courser fleet of food to Pedu. Ye rescued Etra from distress and darkness, and loosed for Jahusha the bonds that bound him. This is the thought. This is the song, O Athens. Accept this hymn of ours, ye steers, with favor. May these our prayers addressed to you come nigh you. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And the different colors of the path tell you something different too. And I don't mean how in America they're trying to bring back this idea of colored culture, like white people and Asians, that they naturally have some. No, if people are from immigrant families, some of those aspects of their other country, but if you're American, you're American. It doesn't, I'm talking more like the Native Americans spoke about that sort of thing. Hymn 7.72, Athens, 5 verses. Come, O Nasatyas, on your car resplendent, rich in abundant wealth of kine and horses, as harnessed steeds, all our laudations follow you, whose forms shine with most delightful beauty. Come with the gods, associate. Come hither to us, Nasatyas, with your car accordant. Twixt you and us there is ancestral friendship, and common kind remember and regard it. Awakened are the songs that praise the Athens, the kindred prayers, and the celestial mornings. Inviting those we long for, earth and heaven, the singer calleth these, Nasatyas, hither. What time the dawns break forth in light, O Athens, to you the poets offer their devotions. God Savitar hath sent aloft his splendour, and the fires sing praises. With the kindled fuel, come from the west, come from the east. Nasatyas, come Athens from below and from above us. Bring wealth from all sides for the fivefold people. Preserve us evermore, ye gods, with blessings. And may our company also join in our purity of worship.